So in this game dev video, I want to do a few things for this game I'm making. The quest for the lost kingdom of Dagathar. I want to build this big map over here, not just the outside of it, but like the locations and stuff. And another thing I want to do is, I want to make it where you can go inside of the trees. But what do I mean by that? I mean, when you click on a tree, you go inside like this forest thing, if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, you'll see. And the other thing I want to do is polish up the intro. But the first thing I want to do is change the name from the quest for the lost kingdom of the quest for the lost kingdom of Dagathar. I'm talking too fast right now because I don't like doing intros. To just the lost kingdom of Dagathar. The lost kingdom of Dagathar. I may change it again, that's not a very good name, but we'll see. So what do I do first? Well, here's what I want to do first. I want to show you the intro to this game. The entire thing, or at least most of it, the important parts, so you know what's happening in the story, if you care. And here's the very cool main menu music. Do you want a tutorial? You know what I forgot about? I forgot that I wanted to make a tutorial, because right now if you press yes, nothing happens. So no. So I'll make a tutorial in a different video, probably the next video after this. And I'm sure you guys don't care about the story here, so let's just go. Right now they're looking for a dungeon that no one's found, but then you find it, it's right here. Ah yes, this is it. There's a few things you can click on that have funny dialogue, like this dead dog, or whatever this is supposed to be. In the story it's a dead dog. This is the skeleton of a dog. It would seem that Marcus had a few guard dogs ready to attack any Tomb Raiders. I don't think he realized that dogs aren't immortal. If you click on this, this happens. Oh wait, that's a glitch. I just discovered a glitch. Let me show you what I mean. So when the Switch intro is clicked on, it should, Dr. Whitemore should say, "This reads, ye who follows thy lord will see riches." And then Vic will say, "True, I suppose." But after the intro, once you complete the intro, it should say this. Only we were in the intro and it said this. So I need to fix that. So I'm already discovering a few glitches. And I have it to where the intro switches to on, so that shouldn't be happening. Well, now I'm confused. Does the intro switch off when we get in here or something? I'm so confused. Okay, so I don't know why that's happening, so for the time being, I'll just delete that, and it'll say this. I'm gonna fix that later in the video, but let's continue showing you the intro. So if we go over here, you can see the skeleton of a dragon. Bless my mustache. This is a dragon skeleton.
I thought it was a hippopotamus at first.
It looks like it died recently, about 10 or 20 years ago.
I'm getting a sample.
Vic, a hippo?
Shut up.
If we click on this skeleton, this happens. Ah, this is none other than the legendary explorer, Levi Lester II.
Wait, I know Levi Lester III.
As do I. Who the heck is Levi Lester? When we get out of here, I will inform him that his father has been found after 23 years. And if you open this menu, and you click on status, I have descriptions of all the characters, if you want to read them really quickly. Or like pause the video, if you care. This isn't a character, this is a mercenary, and there's gonna be hundreds of mercenaries, so he's not unique. We have found it! The coffin of Marcus Ravenscourt. Okay, let's go to Oak's Isle. Then they all disappear and you're just left to wander this island alone endlessly. I want to fix that, and I think I know how to fix that. So this is the event that makes them all disappear, and at the end of this event, I want to make it transport the player somewhere. To the ocean. Into right here where the boat is. According to the tutorial I watched on boats, you should just be able to get into it, but we'll see. Let's see how that works. And now we should teleport to where we need to go, but we'll see. Okay, well, it worked, but there's no boat for some reason. Well, there should be a boat there, it's right there. What if we delete it and then put it back? Or what if we put it on land? I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but if it does, that's good. Now let's try it. Okay, now this is happening. Okay, it's working. I think. Now we just need to get all the other characters here. So here's what I want to do to like polish that whole transition from this island to that boat up. To polish things up, I want to go to this. I don't just want to transfer the player, I want to transfer the player along with all these other people. So to do that, I need to make it where the player followers are visible. Just let me recall how to do that really quickly. Okay, I think this is how you do it, but we'll see. One other thing I want to do is, if I can, I want to make it where we don't just transport to like walking on the island. I want it to transport us directly to the boat, if there's a way to do that. Okay, now all the players are following us, like I wanted, but it feels very clunky, which I can live with, at least for now. I really like how easy it was to like, just have a boat. I thought it would be hard, but it was pretty easy. Okay, so one more thing that I want to do to polish this up is that when we get to this screen where we can like see the ocean and stuff, I want to make it where this event auto runs. This event is Dr. Whitelock and all the other people acknowledging that, hey, we need to go to the Historians College, but I need to figure out what I called it because I didn't call it that. Okay, so I didn't call it the Historians College. I called it the Academy of United Historians, which is a much better name. After Dr. Whitelock says this, I could make it where the player has an option to either just transport there really quickly, or drive there, but transporting the player there would be significantly easier. But I'm not sure if that's how I want to do it. So for now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to very quickly, or maybe not so quickly, make the Academy of United Historians, like the interior of it, so let's go do that. I first started off by making the Academy of United Historians, and I really didn't know what I was going for while making this. At first I made it golden, entirely gold. As I was making this, I really didn't think it looked good. I thought it looked horrible. So I remade it, and this time it wasn't golden, it was wooden, which was, in my opinion, a much better decision. And then after that I made 3 variations of a forest, and then I made this random farm that actually ended up looking pretty good. I also made the interior of these buildings for it too. And finally I made this random house. So here's something I want to do. You see this town right here? It's on the east side. On the west side, somewhere over here, I want to have another town, and I want them to be rivals of some sorts in the story. So this town has walls, but this town is bigger, and they hate each other. And if you look at the bottom of this town, you can see that some of the houses are abandoned. I'm going to add that to the story as well. I'm going to add a reason why. Right now, I don't know what the reason why is. So now I just need to make the interior for these 2 towns. And the intro. Those are the only 2 things I need to do now. I think I want to go ahead and stop making locations and instead make the intro now and take a break from locations. So when you exit this island, Dr. Whitelock just says, alright, let's get to the Academy of United Historians. And then you're just left to get in the ship and go where you think that is. But in the tutorial, I could make it where it tells you that's right here, or I could just transport you there. So I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna make it where if you try to enter a location but you're in the intro still, it won't work. Unless it's the Academy of United Historians, which is where you're supposed to go. So let's see if that works. Okay, so it does work. And now I just need to replicate that for all of these locations. Okay, so to show you that I'm not very awake right now, I just did that for the academy that you're supposed to go to. So let's just delete that. Okay, so I'm done with that. Let's now make the intro. So when you go to the academy, we need a cutscene of some sorts to play. If you enter the academy and the Switch intro is on, I need to make it where your followers disappear. And I might as well go ahead and add some text as well. Like Dr. Whitelock saying, alright, let's get in there. So when you try to enter the academy but the intro's still going, Dr. Whitelock says, alright, we're here. Then it transfers you to the academy, then it removes all your followers, and then it makes it where if you have any followers, that they don't appear. Now let's make that cutscene. Oh yeah, we need to do one more thing though. We need to activate a switch that makes characters appear. And those characters are going to be these characters I'm about to make. I'm going to make a new character, and this character is going to be the headmaster of the entire academy. So you know he's going to be elderly. And here he is, the headmaster of the academy, This might just be one of the best characters I've ever made, maybe. So I've got the characters here, and to mark the spot that I want the player to be, I'm gonna put that picture frame there, so I know what spot to mark. Turns out we didn't even need that picture frame there, because I can see the characters in the screen. And now we just need to make them say stuff, and that's it. Okay, I finished the cutscene. Let me show you it. He's supposed to be facing up, but I'll fix that.
Headmaster Varlo, we have found the tomb. Can it be that after so many years, we have found such a place? It was Rupert that found it. If this is so, then Rupert shall be promoted! Nice. How many samples were brought back?
Far more than we needed.
This is simply amazing. Jim, speak with me as soon as you can. Have a task you must attend to.
And so that's it, that's the intro. For now, let's make this town and this town. Making both of these towns involved a lot of copying and pasting of what I've already made, like these houses. And all of these houses you see, you can't go into. It'll say something like,
Oi, don't knock on that door, go away,
or something like that. Both of these towns aren't finished. I'm gonna finish them when I continue the story, because the rest of the buildings I'm gonna add you can go into, and they have something to do with the story, if that makes sense. These buildings are just here for looks, and nothing more.